Hello, this is the MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School WUaS News and Question and Answer on Monday, January 29th, 2024 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, USA, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 7:30 p.m. I think India time. And as we wait to see if people will join us, and if you would like to join us, please check out Twitter for the Zoom URL access information at twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH or twitter.com/WUaSPRESS, or join the mailings at sgkmacleod@worlduniversityandschool.org. So the news I'd like to share with you today includes some brainstorming about emerging artificial intelligence and agency. For artificial intelligence, or choice or freedom to choose for artificial intelligence and agency for humans, and potentially in coding this for robotics. And I'm holding up a Lego Spike Prime robot. This is Kiki the dog. And it's potentially something that we could code for freedom to choose in even something like Google Street View with Time Slider, and that matriculated students at World University and School from home could do this. So this is one direction World University and School is going in. Agency for artificial intelligence and for humans are fascinating questions. What is agency? For example, free will, and does AI have agency yet? Does artificial intelligence have AI, or does artificial intelligence AI have agency or autonomy yet? Well, again, personal agency is the ability to initiate and direct actions toward the achievement of defined goals. And agency for artificial intelligence would be similar, the ability to initiate and direct actions toward the achievement of a defined goals as well. When this is developed by machines, by machine learning, by artificial intelligence, by large language models, the world is potentially a different place with regard to human agency and artificial intelligence agency. One way of conceiving of agency further between humans and people, between people and artificial intelligence, could be expressed in this sentence: the artificial intelligence copilots are still handing over the initial agency to humans by waiting for their input. But after that, they start to make decisions for us without us knowing what is happening and what are the rules that the decisions are based on, and so on. And this has many implications for artificial intelligence teaching assistants and for education in general, which MIT OpenCourseware-centric World University and School is in a great position to focus on and to address. planning 200 online major MIT OpenCourseWare-centric universities for free online degrees in countries' languages. And the degrees we'd like to offer are bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, IB high school or similar, AAAS, and master's degrees. And when the AI Copilot teaching assistants hand over the initial agency to humans by waiting for the input, but then start to make their own decisions about education and teaching human students, the world may offer a whole new way of doing scholarship, of teaching, of education in general. And these are questions further that Wiki MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and School may be able to address, since we all as Wiki teachers and Wiki learners and Wiki editors and Wiki curators in World University and Schools planned Wiki schools, 7,168 known living languages, in 7,168 known living languages, will be able to address this in new ways. So we humans will be able to potentially continue to give inputs into these AI Copilot teaching assistants, for example. But AI Copilots will potentially be everywhere, including in driving and in flying and similar. And World University and School will potentially focus on letting humans help further develop, for example, teaching assistants, AI Copilots. And that's something World University and School may seek to teach to our students. This can happen at World University and School with potentially Lego Spike Prime robotics kits. I'm holding up the Lego Spike Prime robotics build of Kiki the dog again. And if we can begin to, as students and teachers, learn how to code these, for example, to make choices about where mobile robots, and Kiki the dog robot is not yet mobile, chooses to go, for example, in Google Street View with Time Slider, we will learn further how to interact with AI copilots and teaching assistant copilots and training them potentially through Lego Robotics and WUaS Home Robotics program, and planned in 200 countries and in 7,000 and in their main languages. So initial ways of working with Lego Spike Prime robotics kits and artificial intelligence are emerging on YouTube. And this is an exciting opportunity for World University and School to develop our home degrees around MIT OpenCourseWare, and potentially in conjunction with a Google WUaS collaboration, and in teaching robotics and computer science with hands-on play. And in doing so, World University and School may be able to further inform questions of machine learning agency or choice or decision-making that's autonomous, and human agency in exciting ways. Come join World University and School. Edit the robotics page, edit the artificial intelligence page, edit the machine learning page at World University and School in some of these regards. Agenda item 2. This is a brainstorming further focus on WUaS educational services stores, physical, digital, and IT planning. So brainstorming, you'll see the very beginnings of the online WUaS educational services store at the worlduniversityandschool.org/academicpress.html wiki world URL. That's our academic press beginning WUaS educational services bookstore, computer store, robotics store, hospital technologies distribution center. And the academic press there is planned with machine translation and machine learning in all 7,000 languages. And it has a few books, and it has 3 Lego robotics kits. But none of the books have been translated with machine translation. So that's the beginning of the WUaS educational services stores, which are planned physical, digital, and IT planning. And here is, you'll also find in today's blog post about this, the U at World University and School wiki subject. And U at World University and School, which URL is wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/U_at_world_university, is planned in all 200 countries for matriculating students and in those countries' languages, and potentially to facilitate wiki teaching and learning and wiki communities in those languages. And beyond that, U at World University and School, each person a Wikidata PIN number, is planned for speakers of all 7,168 known living languages in those 200 countries. And as for wiki communities and wiki teaching and learning and wiki schools. And beyond that, World University and School is seeking to plan for all 7.9 billion people on the planet at U at World University. Potentially, this will have a relationship with the WUaS educational services stores, which are planned physical, digital, and also with planning for machine learning and especially, this is agenda item 2B3, for potentially distributing Pi cryptocurrency as a single main cryptocurrency, potentially for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, even in 200 countries, for speakers of all 7,000 languages. And potentially also to end poverty, possibly with universal basic income experiments. And in this planning, World University and School, the WUaS Corporation, might seek for central banks from all 200 countries to get Pi cryptocurrency from the WUaS Corporation, which is a company in California, and that has also a relationship with the state of California's Franchise Tax Board, and which is seeking to list on the WUaS, on the new Silicon Valley Long-Term Stock Exchange, potentially. And this Pi cryptocurrency is something that the WUaS Corporation also has a partnering letter for. So Wikidata's backend structured knowledge database for artificial intelligence 2, which World University and School has been in, and the U at World University and School is the front-end media wiki, could be the basis for structuring where all 7.9 billion people's Wikidata Q item numbers are located. This is a fascinating possibility. And has implications also for the WUaS Corporation's WUaS educational services stores for books, computers, robotics, hospital technologies, both physical and digital, and in all 200 countries and in their main languages. And in this process of exploring, creating these WUaS educational services stores, and with coding for Stanford MindPy for people in all 200 countries, students at World University and School, wiki community volunteers, and in related schools in those languages in 200 countries. World University and School, as an authorized reseller of 3 Lego robotics kits, would like to create something like Lego Spike Prime robotics kits for courses for people in all 200 countries and toward free MIT OpenCourseWare-centric WUaS degrees. So brainstorming further in this agenda item 2, just seeing if anyone else seeking to join us, not right now, how to grow a value-oriented retail, physical, digital WUaS educational services set of stores, potentially with a similar product line initially to even Walmart, but with products costing on average 5% less than at Walmart. And so for price and quality, and in WUaS, seeking to hire or employ 2.5 million people in 50 to 75 years, slightly bigger than Walmart. Fascinating possibilities for growing these free World University and School MIT OpenCourseWare-centric degrees for students from their homes, making books and computers and robotics available to them in their homes from both physical stores and digital stores. So how might World University and School, the WUaS Corporation, do this in, for example, India, and even in its 22 scheduled or official languages? And could World University and School, in this brainstorming, and having met twice with JP Morgan, Chase Bank, collaborating program called Curated Coaching at the Acceleration Project, where I've met twice with 2 curated coaching coaches, one on December 8th, one in the middle of January. And in this relationship with Chase Bank that Curated Coaching has with the Acceleration Project, Curated Coaching and the Acceleration Project have with JP Morgan Chase, and both potentially in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but also with Chase Banks around the world, could World University and School and the WUaS begin first physical WUaS educational services stores both in Pittsburgh and also in India, say at a Chase Bank in Chennai, India, on the East Coast, or in Mumbai on the West Coast of India. So these are plans that World University and School is developing. And please remember that the WUaS physical stores on the ground, for example, in Pittsburgh and in India, will be doing outreach for, or advertising for MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and School's free degrees, and making the school supplies available for these prospective students in Pittsburgh on the ground, both matriculating students and wiki students, wiki teachers and learners, So matriculating students for free degrees on the one hand, and wiki teachers and learners for open teaching and learning in wiki schools in any subject, in subjects they teach on the other hand. And that these WUaS educational services stores will be doing outreach toward free bachelor's degrees, toward free PhD degrees, toward free law degrees, free MD, medical doctor degrees, free IB high school or similar degrees, free AA, AS degrees, and free master's degrees, and some involving WUaS Lego Robotics and WUaS Home Robotics. So that's World University and Schools planning further for the WUaS educational services stores with information technologies, and even planning to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, potentially in collaboration with Stanford MindPi Cryptocurrency, Free Money Daily, that you can begin to download now onto your smartphone daily with this URL, mindpi.com/SGKMAC. So there are many more related ideas in my blog posts from the past week, from about January 22nd, 2024 to January 29, 2024 at scott-mccloud.blogspot.com, and go to the Global University label and check it out. I won't turn on this Lego Spike Prime Robotics build of Kiki the robot at this point for you in this video recording that will be saved to youtube.com/Scott McCloud World University. But we'll seek to find out how we might explore further doing Lego robotics together, even brainstorming wise, in something like Google Street View with Time Slider, where you could build a robot that would move through Google Street View in a realistic virtual Earth for Lego robotics, and I could build a robot. We could avail ourselves of great new developments with Google artificial intelligence and robotics, where a digital robot that's pretty close to this Smart Hub and this Kiki the dog robot body begins to move from 4 legs up to 2 legs and break dances. So this is something World University and School will explore further with Lego robotics, with planning for learning how to code robots so that they have autonomy, agency, free choice, and where our students benefit from this learning process, and with careers as well, as World University and School seeks to hire potentially 2.5 million people or so over the next 50 to 75 years in all 200 countries, and speakers of all 7,168 known living languages. So best regards, abolitionally, abolish the wrongful buying and selling of people, to protect people, friendly greetings, and until next Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll post the recording of this video to youtube.com/Scott McCloud World University /videos, and to World University and Schools Twitter feeds, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH, twitter.com/WUAS Press. And until next week, bye for now.